trend lines have this natural gravity pull towards price. Once price starts moving towards them, they usually ends up getting there. But if we go back to the daily chart, it's it's almost gone vertical. It's gone ballistic. It's like Maverick in Top Gun.
All right, guys, hello and welcome. We're joined here today by trader Charlie Burton. And in this particular video, especially if you're a fan of the Tesla stock, and I know a lot of people watch my videos because you want to get an update on Tesla and all that, I have my good friend here. This should be quite interesting because I want to ask what is Charlie's view on Tesla stock, and where does he think this stock could be likely going? So join us. All right, guys, welcome back. By the way, guys, before we start talking about the charts, if you haven't already done this, make sure you do it, which is Charlie has a fantastic offer, which is his gold level membership. Go ahead and check it out. The link is charlieburtontrading.com/LTGold. And by applying the promo code LTGold, you get a massive discount, a significant discount to try out everything in his gold level membership. And more about that at the end of the video. Charlie, one thing I do is every now and then when I'm in the mood, I don't really enjoy talking about individual stocks, but I know there are some people who are interested in Tesla. It seems to have quite a lot of following out there. So one thing I did was in December and January, I think it's late December, early January, I put out a video that I thought it was capitulation happening on Tesla stock. Again, I said that back in December as it was falling to nearly, I think it was just near about $100 mark. I said we're reaching a potential level of capitulation, extremely oversold, and a likely bounce is coming for Tesla stock, which happened and rallied quite nicely. And in fact, over the last several weeks, I said that quite likely this is an ABC pullback, an ABC corrective drop.
So what I'm seeing on the chart of Tesla at the moment is, in my view, a nice ABC corrective structure. Now, this is why Elliott wave theory can be very helpful, because what we can see right now is after we hit the February highs on Tesla, it seems the stock has now put in an A wave down, B wave bounce, a B wave rally, and a C wave decline. In other words, an ABC correction, an ABC corrective structure. And that means Tesla has likely bottomed, as we said it did back in December of last year.
And then we're going to, I said it's quite likely that we're going to actually see this short-term correction end and then start the next major rally, a wave 3 rally start. As a matter of fact, Tesla stock just recently reached my targets near 242, 250, and even went slightly higher, just near the 268, I think near the 270 level. I think it's more likely that we're going to get to these levels anyway. Okay, my upside targets are between 242 to 250. If it pushes through above a 250 region here, that means it may extend to the next level of resistance in this region that you're seeing here, 275 to 268. 268, in case you're wondering, that is the non-logarithmic symmetrical projection. In other words, if you measure this initial rally and you project it from this low, the standard non-logarithmic or linear extension would give us 268. Okay, that's symmetrically to that level, 268. And 275 is a psychological resistance level there. Keeping it simple, that's where I'm ultimately seeing Tesla going. I think my question is, I'm going to step back a little bit for now. I'm more interested to know what you think, Charlie. So what are your views about the whole thing? One thing I should say is I'm expecting a pullback as well in the short term because I think it's quite overbought and overextended. But go ahead, sorry, Charlie.
Yeah, I know I'm not showing my charts here. I mean, I can do if you want me to, but otherwise I won't.
Yeah, sure.
So I agree. I think Tesla and Musk especially, attracts a huge loyal following, and so and we shouldn't ever write off Elon Musk, as he comes up with some incredible ideas, some of which can be very far out there in his thinking. It does look like it could continue a run outside of any short-term pullbacks, of course. Then I think it's looking towards 280, 290 next, as I've got a trend line on my charts. So I hope you can see this chart. This is a weekly time frame here, and so this trend line is currently over $290, but let's say if it pulled back a bit before coming up there, that's to me a nice technical level of resistance for it to work its way towards. Trend lines have this natural gravity pull towards price. Once price starts moving towards them, they usually ends up getting there. But yeah, you're right. In the short term, it's had a great run. If we go back to the daily chart, it's almost gone vertical. It's gone ballistic. It's like Maverick in Top Gun, but it's. So, of course, it could pull back at any time, but I do see this potential at least to test this trend line at some point in the coming weeks, and then we'll see if it can end up maybe even breaching that. But I wouldn't write off what Musk does, and then by default, Tesla. I mean, they've got batteries now for their cars that have got ranges of 1,000 miles. Which they've been developing. So they're going to be coming out soon. And that's a game changer in EVs with 1,000-mile ranges. So, they just keep on leading the way, don't they?
Absolutely. That trend line, interestingly enough, meets almost to the previous resistance high of, it seems, the summer of last year. Like August, July of last year, is that right? Yeah, almost. That's right.
Yeah.
Do you think that level could be tested near 300?
It's a big round number level, and so it's got to contend with the trend line there as well, but it might just spike straight through it. It could just spike straight, once it gets there. So it could pull back first. Let's say it does a pullback to some degree and then pushes up, then it could spike straight through into there as well. So it's there's some nice levels there to look at from a technical perspective. I'm sure many of your traders have already long since seen all of those levels. So of course 300 being a big round number as well, big important level. But in line with our overall stock market view, Alessio, if we're bullish on the stock markets generally, then don't write off Tesla, because if someone's got a bullish overall view in the stock market, then it's likely Tesla will be going along with that.
Yeah, it's a very good point. I agree with you. I remain bullish for Tesla for this year. I think there could be a pullback in the short term, but as long as any pullback stays above $200, I'm remaining long-term bullish on Tesla, at the very least to the levels you mentioned, and potentially even higher levels. And guys, if you haven't already done this, make sure you do it, which is Charlie runs a fantastic service, his gold level membership. If you haven't already taken up the offer that he made, go on this link. That's charlieburtontrading.com/LTGold. And then you apply the promo code LTGold and you get the nice discount. Take it for a test drive. I don't think you'd be disappointed. I think you're going to like it very much. And Charlie just explained very quickly what's involved. And actually, it's quite interesting, Charlie, you were saying to me earlier that a number of your own students, a number of your own traders are, right now managing funds. And tell us more about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I train traders within a trading community, and I'm online with them every day of the week, or Monday to Friday, in my online trading room. And yes, some of my members are money managers now, or fund managers. One of them, who himself, his best trade last year, he made $233,000 on. So a great trade he had there. He's just signed a deal he's based in the Middle East. He's just signed a deal with a bank over there to manage funds over there in excess of 100 million. So he's just using the techniques that essentially that I've taught him over the years. And I trained him several years ago personally. But he's still a member of my community to this day. And I think that's a really important thing, that these people are, now I have people who have got experience right the way up to 30 odd years worth of trading experience. They don't need me, but it's still nice being part of a community, because trading can be quite a lonely thing. And to have that guide, same with what you have with your members, to have that, just general guidance to help them. And they like being part of a community because it's lonely on your own. But the people in my community have full-time jobs, so they can't be in the trading room itself all of the time with me. They can cherry pick whenever they want to come in. Everything's recorded. All my sessions are recorded. So, and that suits a lot of our members. So, but yeah, it's really about serious traders. This is not some get-rich-quick scheme. And so it's about people who are serious about their trading and wealth generation over the longer term.
Fantastic. Great. Thanks very much, Charlie. I appreciate that. Guys, I'll put the link for you guys in the description. Check it out. And I'll see you guys in the next video update. Cheers.